Good evening and thank you for joining our Teacher Education TMC Live event for the Manchester College. I'm shortly going to be passing you over to Vanessa, who is a tutor in the Teacher Education Department at the Manchester College. Vanessa will be providing you with all of the information on the department and the courses that we have on offer. If you have any questions at any point during this session, please just pop them in the live Q&A box. It's just to the right hand side of your screen, and what we'll be doing is we'll go through the questions at the end of the session. Okay, so I'm now going to pass over to you, Vanessa.
Okay, thanks, Amelia. Hello, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm going to take you through a brief introduction to the Teacher Education Department and what we deliver. Okay, so this is the team. There is Adam Hewitt, who's our Quality Manager, David Eversley, who's a Course Tutor, Lynn Sanders, who's our DTL, Brenda Campbell, who's also a Course Tutor, and myself, Vanessa Lees, who's a Course Tutor across the Level 3 AET and also the Pgce. David and Brenda deliver on the Pgce, so does Lynn. So we all teach on the courses. So hopefully you get to see who we all are from this. And I'm Vanessa Lees, the one at the bottom there. Okay. So these are the courses that we have on offer. I've just mentioned the Level 3 Award in Education and Training, a Level 5, which is a Certificate in Education or Pgce, and also we offer Level 5 Specialist Diplomas in Teaching Literacy and Numeracy. Those two Level 5 Specialist Diplomas you tend to take after you've done your Pgce. We'll give you more information about that if you are interested. Okay, so some of the areas you might want to be considering going into for lifelong learning. We have people teaching the prisons. We have a Novus section of the college who specialise in teaching in prisons. You might want to go into an FE college to teach 16 to 19 and adults and above. We have people who go into charity work who might deliver training courses or are delivering specialist things within the charity sector. You might want to work in the sixth form colleges, adult education, which could be anything from vehicle maintenance and onwards. We do that all different levels. There's alternative education, which is where you'd be supporting students who might need extra support within class. You've got higher education. Quite a lot of people go into universities, which is what we call higher education. Workplace training. Quite often people will go into delivering training sessions. The Level 3 award's quite good for that, if you want to get some experience of what it feels like. Or 14 to 16 education. So there's quite a few areas that you might want to be considering going into. So hopefully this will give you an idea of what kind of course you can do with us that will get you into that career choice. Okay, so where are we? We are based at the Fielding campus, which is in Didsbury. It's a nice little campus. It's all adult learners on this site. There is a lot of different things going on there. All the lessons take place on that site. Okay, so we don't deliver across lots of multiple sites. It's just the one site, and that is for the Pgce, the diplomas, and also the AET, the award. Okay, if you go into education, obviously we can help if you need advice and guidance, health and wellbeing, disability and student support. We can offer academic support, careers advice, fees and finance. We do have specialists that we can direct you to if you have any queries about how you can get either grants or maintenance loans or whatever it is you need to be able to complete your course. All right, so the college can direct you to where you need to go for that. All right, so I'm just going to show you a quick video which gives you an idea of the Manchester College, who we are and what we do. Here we go.
Right, well, I've absolutely loved the course here. I think one of the things that I've enjoyed most is just the opportunity to experiment, try out, explore different things. I've done things that I've never done before.
Returning back to the college as an adult, I was quite apprehensive, to be fair, but I talk myself out of things, whereas as I'm getting older now, age isn't an issue here, so it's there for you to study. No one's raising any eyebrows about me coming back as an adult. They want you to come back as an adult, so just come back as an adult and start. You're never too old.
Returning to college as an adult was quite nerve-wracking actually. I didn't really know what to expect, but like I think it's the best. I feel like it's the best thing I've ever done. I've had so much fun doing it, and I've met so many lovely friends, and my tutor's been amazing. And yeah, and I just love it.
I enjoy teaching because it's great seeing students work to their full potential, learning new skills and achieving things they never thought they could achieve before.
I've been in teaching now 8 years. I've come into education to teach because I want to give back all my knowledge and experience to the students to see the students thrive.
What I like most about Manchester College would be the support that you get from everybody. Everybody's always like very hands-on and trying to help you the best way they can.
The thing I enjoy most about teaching is watching the students flourish and watching them from their starting point to their end point, watching their confidence grow.
I had help with funding from the college. They've got a bursary team that were very helpful. They helped me work out where I needed to go to get extra funding for the course. I mean, this course is just, I think it's just made me feel just that I can do things that, you know, a year ago I was so nervous showing things to other people.
The things that I like most about the Manchester College is I belong somewhere now. I can come on a Friday, I belong somewhere, I can get as dirty as I like, I can learn something that I'm interested in and get away on Friday, where I'm not a mum, I'm Vicky the mechanic.
To sum up Manchester College in one word, I'd say supportive.
The Manchester College for me is innovative.
To me, Manchester College personally means progression within my career.
To me, the Manchester College means opportunity.
Okay, so hopefully that's given you a flavour of the kind of adult courses that we also run at various different campuses in the college. Seems I like playing that video. A bit of delay on my laptop. Hey, sorry about that, folks. Technical glitch. So we have some information there about how to apply. You go through the website, the details are there. You've got email inquiries at tmc.ac.uk, and you also phone on 033 33 22 2444. All right, so there's lots and lots of different ways of getting in contact with us and how to apply for any of the courses that you want to do with the Manchester College. Hopefully you'll come to Teacher Ed. Okay, so any questions? I'm back to Amelia. That's all right. The question. Sorry, it's Reese. Otherwise, Amelia's got a very deep voice.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, Vanessa. That was great. We have got a host of questions prepared for you here, so we'll dive right in, I guess. First one here is, do I need to complete the Level 3 award before I can go on to the Pgce /Cert Ed?
No, you don't. What you need is you will need, I think you'll need a Level 3 in the qualification of the area you want to teach in. So the AET, or the Award in Education Training, is a Level 3 award. You don't need that to get onto the Pgce or Cert Ed. All right, it's a separate course. It's for the AET, which is the Level 3, is for those who are thinking about going into teaching or might be doing training, might be training their own staff. It's only a short course, only 12 weeks, but it's really good for giving you a grounding in that. But you do not need, it's not a requirement to get onto the Pgce or Cert Ed. So the answer is no.
Great, thanks, Vanessa. Another one here, is blended learning taking place next year?
At the moment, we're using a combination of on-site and off-site. It's all down to what happens with COVID. So at the moment, there will be probably some of that for our current students, which is our first years and our second years. There is a blended learning programme that we have designed and been developing for them and delivering, obviously. But it depends on by September next year. I can't answer that question, whether that would continue. It might do. That's a departmental question that we would have to ask. If it's been working, we probably would use that. But at the moment, I can't say whether it be, yes, that's going to be definitely delivered that way, or if it's going to be back to on-site. Is that?
Yeah, so it's something working out over the coming months.
Months. Absolutely. Yeah.
Of course, yeah, makes sense. So what are the progression routes for the course?
Okay. If you're talking education-wise, there is, I believe, the VA top-up. It depends which course you're on. So if you don't do the Pgce Cert Ed, you could go on to do the BA. Some people go on to do higher qualifications such as masters, which is what I did. It depends what your education route is and what it is you want to do in that respect. But we do deliver the BA, and there is also the diploma, which is in maths and literacy. They're the two specialisms that we do, which David and Brenda deliver. Okay.
Excellent stuff. Thanks, Vanessa.
It's all right.
Another question here. Does the Pgce /Cert Ed that is offered here qualify me to teach in schools?
No. The one that we offer here is for those that want to go into further education or higher education, which would be for 16 and above. All right, so it wouldn't be for primary school, and it wouldn't be for say secondary school. It would be for mainly adult learning, or 16 to 18 in an FE college.
That's great.
Okay.
Clarifying, Vanessa. Does this allow me to gain QTLS /QTS?
No, that's an independent qualification that you get. Most people do that through the Society of Education and Training, and that generally would gain either your final year, second year, or you can do that while you are actually teaching. So QTLS, QTS status is not with this course, but you can gain it through the Society of Education and Training, and we can always provide that information for anybody who wants to go on and do that as well.
Excellent, thanks, Vanessa.
All right.
A question about level 3 here. So is level 3, is that degree level?
No.
No. Short answer.
Level 3, if you think about it's kind of like A level. So it's pre. So say for example, if you're going to do the Pgce, it's a level 5 qualification. So the level 3 is not degree level. No.
So thanks.
More like your A level post GCSE. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, got you. So will we do any placements as part of the course, and if so, will this continue in the current climate? Might be a tricky question to answer that.
It's a good nap one, isn't it? Right, we don't offer the placements. The students that come onto this course get their own. The placement is generally something that, like I say, the student organises themselves. Yeah, we've obviously got students now, even in this current climate, are on placement. So the placement sometimes is within the college itself, but that's if that person is working in that department, or there has been a placement that somebody's been able to provide. But we don't provide them ourselves as tutors. It's usually the trainee finds their own. So at the moment, some have had difficulties because of COVID, but most have kept their placement, because you do need that to get your teaching hours. You do need a 50 hours per year across the academic year in placement. All right, so they are continuing and they are ongoing, and people have struggled a little bit but they've always found something, or it's unfortunately COVID's made everything a little bit strange, but they would continue doing it in the first year and the second year. So you need a placement that would go across 2 years. All right, hope that's answered the question.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, another one here for you. Can I take the Pgce Cert Ed and then continue at USEN Manchester?
I don't understand the question. Do you mean do a BA or a higher qualification?
So it's Pgce /Cert Ed. So what would that usually fall under? Or is it a bit of both?
That, right, sorry. That is with our USEN strand. So that is classed as HE, higher education. So if you're going to take the Pgce or Cert Ed, you would be under the USEN banner. If you're going to do the level 3, you'd be under TMC. Is that what I'm being asked? I'm not quite sure.
Yes, I think so. I think that covers it. Thanks, Vanessa.
Sorry.
No, good answer. Very good answer. Thanks for that.
All right.
There's a question here that's come in about the experience of the teaching staff. So do all of the tutors have experience teaching different age groups, whether that be primary, secondary?
We don't teach primary or secondary, but we do have David has previously been a headmaster for that's not primary, secondary school. So we do have experience of teaching across lots of different age groups. I've taught 16 to 18. I've also taught adult. I've also been involved in apprenticeships. So the team themselves do have a lot of experience across different age groups, but it would be applied to the areas we're now teaching in. So David's also taught adults as well as within a school environment. So we have a lot of experience across all of us as to the different age groups that we've taught, and the different we've not all just taught Pgce or Cert Ed, we've all taught different specialisms prior to coming into the teacher ed department. So the answer is yes, if that helps. So yeah, we do have a lot of experience.
Yeah. Helps a lot. Yeah, no. So you've got a real wealth of experience in the department itself.
We have, yes, we have.
Of course. So what are some of the modules we'll study on Pgce?
Okay, well you'll do in the first year. Now I'm teaching the first year, so that's my area. Brenda and Lynn teach the second year, but you will do modules such as you'll do assignments. The first assignment is we call a micro teach. So in order to complete that, you would create a rationale and a learning plan for something you're going to deliver to your peers. We've just completed those, and that helps you look at sort of why you want to go into teaching, what the sort of pros and cons can be for different using pedagogies and things like that, all the underpinning knowledge that you need to go into teaching, and to write rationale. So you write a rationale, a learning plan, and then deliver the micro teach. That's one of the modules. I don't know them off by heart, sorry. But then after that, you would do something like create a resource. So you create something that you deliver to a group of your learners where you're on placement, and that would be what we call a professional intervention. So that's 2 of the modules. Okay. In the second year, you develop your practice even more. I can't at the moment tell you exactly which those modules and units are. I would suggest that somebody goes onto the website and goes through and has a look at what the modules are broken down. All right, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you a bit of a woolly answer there, but they're you do module 1, module 2, I'm trying to think of them now. Module 1, module 2. You do 2 modules in the first year, I think, and then there's 2 in the second one. That leads up to what we call specialist conference, which is where you would deliver an assignment piece that you have done in your own area. So it might be a particular area that you're looking at, and then you deliver that usually to Huddersfield, because this is the Pgce is validated by Huddersfield University. It's actually brilliant that you go and deliver to a whole host of different people from different areas. You learn so much on those I think it's across 2 days, the conference. So that's what you do in the second year. And obviously in the meantime, you're developing your practice. So we come and observe you. You have a mentor that observes you. a subject specialist as well. So it's to help you develop all those skills as well. That's not an actual module, it's just part of what you actually do. All right.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Vanessa.
All right.
It looks like this is actually our last question here. So
okay.
Questions come in. So is there someone to guide us and help us get a placement in the college? So will that be someone from within your department, maybe yourself, or will that be from a separate department in terms of getting you a placement?
No, I did say earlier that we don't do the placements ourselves. All I can suggest, if somebody wants to go into further education and they have a specialism, say the hairdressers, or there's a particular area they've worked in previously, it's a good idea to have a look at our website. There are, I think there are some contracts that have gone up recently within the LTE group, which is for TMC, and there are some fixed term contracts that were in specific areas. You can apply for that. Remember, you don't have to have you do have to have your placement in place before you take up the course. We cannot allocate a member of staff to help you find a placement. All right, we don't do that. But a good starting point is to have a look on the website and see if there is anything on there that could be a potential part-time hours somewhere. All right, so we do not give out the placements. We don't have a bank of placements that we can find. That's probably what I could say about that, really. It depends on circumstance as to whether we could ask departments, but generally at the moment we don't do that as a given thing, because it's something we can't guarantee that placement for that person. They've got to find that themselves. All right.
Of course, yeah. Thanks,
All
Vanessa.
right.
So when you mentioned there, it just sort of refers to the website. Is that just the tmc.ac.uk website?
It is, yeah. There were some fixed term contracts there where that would be looking for staff basically. So we do have some of our students, our staff, who may have only just started teaching and don't have the qualification, but they will gain it through the 2 years part-time through the Pgce. All right. So it is possible to find. It wouldn't be a placement, you'd actually have a job, but it's still considered it would be hours. So as long as you would get 50 hours through the first year and into the second year, then that would be okay. But we don't give out placements. We don't have that capacity.
I'm with you, of course. You mentioned a 2-day conference in Huddersfield, was it?
Yeah.
Just now. I mean, tell us a little bit more about that. I'm curious to hear about it myself.
What it is our second year students, they develop a piece that they're going to deliver to their peers. So it's generally across 2 days. It's normally a weekend. I can't remember the exact dates or what time of the year it is, because it'd be your final thing that you have to do. On the first day, there is lectures from people within teaching who are sort of academic. It's great fun. It is really good fun. You learn a lot. You get to meet with a lot of other people, so it's a good networking day. And then the next day, you would deliver what's called your conference paper. It's nothing scary. I think it's about just over half an hour that you present, and it'd be something that academically you've looked at. So, for example, somebody might want to look at, let's have a think of some of the topics. So some people are specialists in dyslexia, and they deliver a paper on how to create really good interventions for students with dyslexia. You've had people who presented things about creative learning, creative thinking. So it's really good because you get to see what other people are doing, and they're presenting those papers in different groups. It's really exciting because you get to see what other people are doing, share ideas, again, network if you want to. So it's quite good. So the first day is more academic, and the second day is delivering your own conference paper, which everyone's incredibly supportive. And students have really enjoyed it when they've come back and said they absolutely, really enjoyed it. So that's what you do in that's one of your final projects for your second year on your Pgce. That helps.
It sounds brilliant. Yeah.
Great. Huddersfield's fab.
No,
It is.
Sounds like a lot of fun. I actually think, Vanessa, that brings us sort of to the end of our questions now.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up the session?
I don't think there is. Presumably we've had all the questions in that people want to ask. That's pretty much it. Obviously, I'll just say to everybody, if they want to contact our careers teams, that's a really good idea, and they can give them more information about finance and things like that. No, don't have anything else to add. Hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Yeah, I should add there as well, we do have a careers and welfare drop-in session until 8 p.m. this evening, and you can access that on the TMC Live website, which is tmc.ac.uk/TMC Live. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Vanessa, and thanks. Go on.
The last slide up. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Thanks everyone for attending our teacher education session. If you would like to apply to the Manchester College for September 2021, please do visit our website, which is tmc.ac.uk. We do have courses available to start from January 2021. If you'd like more information, please visit www.tmc.ac.uk/Jan-Starts-Adult. And like I say, we've got a careers and welfare drop-in session tonight running until 8 p.m. and they're there to give you some guidance on the courses, funding, as Vanessa's already mentioned, and the future careers that could be available to you. And like I say, you can join that on the TMC Live website. And for learners with special educational needs and disabilities, we have a transition team who will make the move to college a positive experience for you. And you can contact them by emailing transitionteam@tmc.ac.uk. And we would love to get your feedback on TMC Live. So please visit www.surveymonkey.com/r/TMC Live feedback, and you'll need to complete a quick 5-minute survey. And what we'll be doing is selecting 5 people at random to win a £20 Amazon voucher. All this information is over on the chat box. And yeah, we hope you have a lovely evening, and thanks again for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.